Hey everybody, welcome back. So I've got some random guy I picked up off the street.
I was just going for a walk and he was like, hey,
drug him in.
Want to try coffee? Like, yeah, sure.
So this is my brother. We attempted to do a channel together. Didn't quite work out. Timing and so forth. But I want to get him back into the swing of things and doing a few videos because as I sort of talked about before, I want to get more into some of the backpacking videos and we'll get to that as we go. But today we're going to recreate a little bit better one of our videos, one of our old videos, which was an instant coffee taste test. So when you're out on the trail, and as well as with rations, couldn't say it, as well as with rations, you get a ration of instant coffee, something similar to, well, this is one that would be out of a USMRE. But we actually have, 10 different varieties here.
Yeah. And
we're going to go through and, maybe try and rank them a bit and, figure out which one's our favorite. And, yeah.
Can't think of anything better to do right after a camping trip than to still have more instant coffee at home.
More instant coffee. Caffeine. You got to drive home, so he needs the caffeine to drive home.
That's right.
So let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got. All right, so from here, from left to right, we're starting with the Rombouts. This was in an English ration. Moving on, we have the Dowie Egberts. Is that how we're going to say it?
Sure.
Something like that.
Go with your gut.
And that was also in an English ration. We have the Espresso Roast coffee, and this was from the Canadian ration. That's actually, well, I won't say which ones are our favorite. That's biased, right?
Yeah.
Next, I've got something that isn't showing up real well. It's a little metallic-y package in Russian, and I'm not even going to attempt that. But it is it's a Russian coffee that I got from, guess what, a Russian ration. Let's see, next up we have the Deep and Rich Instant Coffee, and this was from a U.S. civilian MRE. Don't remember what it was, but it's U.S., but it's from a civilian ration. Then we have the SRD, and you know what? I'm totally blanking on where I got that from. I don't remember if it was from an English ration again, or maybe from a Lithuanian ration. Either way, it's instant coffee. Next, we have the Old Constant Type 3 instant coffee, USMRE. We know that one. And then a couple of domestic store choices. Caf Bustelo, which is, again, sort of an espresso. And I didn't just want to regulate this to just strictly coffee. It's instant, it's coffee-like, but that's also, I guess, considered an espresso. Then we have the Nescafe Taster's Choice. And finally, Folgers Classic Roast. So are there more instant coffees than this? Well, duh.
But we don't have enough cups.
Yeah, I'm stretching the cups as it is. As you can kind of see, I've got some enamel cups. I've got there's one of our camping cups. Mine's over there somewhere. Yeah, there it is, the old titanium. My random coffee mugs and so forth. So I've got about everything just out here already. So let's go ahead and get some hot water, and then let's do the taste test. Okay, so I just wanted to show you a little bit of the actual coffee crystals. So this is our, Rombouts, I believe. They're pretty coarse. There's our Dowie Egberts, yeah, which is a little bit finer. Then we have our Canadian Espresso Roast coffee, which is very fine. The Russian coffee, again, pretty coarse, like the Rombouts. Now, the Deep and Rich, I feel it got a little moisture in there and it kind of clumped, but doesn't smell moldy. It seems to be okay, should be okay, but there's not much in that packet, period, anyway. And what was this, in the SRD?
Yeah.
So that is, again, kind of, semi-coarse, not too bad. There is our good old Type 3. We all should have seen that. It's a reasonable, kind of medium course. Our Cafe Bustelo, and that is, again, pretty fine powder. Taster's Choice, back to a more coarser grade. And then finally our Folgers, which is sort of a mix. It kind of has a little bit of each. So anyway, there we go. And I'm going to go ahead and get some water in these, and then we'll taste them and rank them. Okay, so went ahead and added water to everything. Got it all stirred up. Pretty big.
Smells amazing in here.
Yeah, good strong smells of different coffee too. Not all the same. One caveat: this is all going to be done black. No cream, no sugar, just straight coffee. Basically 6 ounces of water. We did put less water in the deep and rich because there was basically nothing there, and it looks super weak as it is. So with that one, we probably added maybe we'll call it 4 ounces. We weren't super exact, and
I'd say the Folgers might have a little more than the rest too, just because of the size of the cup.
Well, the Folgers had a lot more powder in it too.
It did.
But that was also just a commercial thing that I bought at a store.
Same with the Nescafe, and
True.
that was the most robust smelling.
But Nescafe is also in rations as well. So, and again, like there are tons more coffees. I didn't feel like paying $6-7 for a thing of Starbucks's, and there's others. But again, these are 10, so deal with it. All right. So first up, we have the Rombouts. Doesn't have a super strong smell.
Yeah, very generic.
So for me, it's a little bitter. It's not like a huge full body, but a little bitter. It's not a bad coffee.
No.
It's just kind of average, I guess.
See, when I'm camping,
Maybe?
I typically go for a stronger coffee too, so I'd say that might be a little weak for me. But it is bitter. I agree with that.
Yeah, a little bitter, but honestly, sometimes that's good. Like sometimes you get a bitter piece of chocolate. It's a different taste. Yeah. So next we have the Dowie Egberts.
The weirdest name out of all 10.
Yeah. This is actually Old Smokey's favorite coffee. Good friend of the channel. Not a huge smell there. Just don't drink off the same side I drank on, which is what you did. Yeah. What you almost did.
It's all right. I'm the sick one, not you. So
yeah, that's why I'm drinking first.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Not all that different. Less bitter.
Yeah, a little less bitter. A little bit more, tiny bit more body. Probably could if we went with less water.
Yeah.
Maybe like 4 to 5 ounces for that package. It probably would have been just about right, I think. But it is less bitter.
Every coffee is going to require a different amount of water for the right mix too. So
and that's true.
It's going to be a little difficult to judge that.
Yeah, but not bad. Not bad. So next we have the Espresso Roast, and this is the Canadian Ration
Which I
coffee.
had this morning.
Yeah, that's true. You did. Yeah. So right off the bat, a lot more smell, which the aroma of coffee is one of those things that I feel is important because if you've been trekking for a couple days or soldiering, depending on who you are, and you crack open your coffee crystals, you put your water in it, and then that smell hits you, it's kind of like being back home.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Much better smell.
More smell, yep.
So what do you think?
So for me, there is a lot more body to it. You don't have to add less water. That's probably about the perfect amount of water in that 6 ounce range. Slightly bitter, but not too bad. So yeah, I think it's really good.
I would say out of all of them, it's probably the most bitter, but I don't necessarily mind bitter coffee. Definitely a great flavor to it.
Yeah. All right, so next we have the one we're not going to pronounce, but it's the Russian coffee. I'm not really getting much of a smell off of it.
Yeah, nothing whatsoever.
Okay. I find it pretty weak.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. No.
So I don't know that it's bad, but maybe less water. It doesn't really
it's just a watery taste.
Doesn't really have a lot of body.
Yeah.
Next up we have Deep and Rich or Deep Rich, whatever.
I don't have high hopes for this one.
Well, I don't either. Yeah, I don't smell much of anything.
Well, you don't smell mold, so that's good. About the same as the last one. Again, watered down. There was so few granules in that. I don't think we were going to have... And that might have just been a bad bag.
Well, and it was. Obviously, a little bit of moisture got in there. I just don't have another one. Or I would have flipped it out. But yeah, really not much in the way of taste.
Can't really give that one much of a judgment.
True enough. Okay, so now we have the SRD. It has a pleasant smell to it.
Yeah, yes it does. The most full-bodied of all of them so far, I do like it.
I mean, I personally like it. Again, just a wee bit bitter, but probably not as much as maybe the espresso. Yeah, I think it's pretty darn good.
All around good.
Yeah, all around.
The smell of it, too. Yeah.
All right, so what's next? We have, this is the standard MRE coffee, the Type 3. I've had this too much. Definitely get a smell of coffee off of it. Of course it's going to smell like coffee. It's coffee.
You probably don't even have to taste this one. You can give an opinion on it.
Yeah, I know it. I've had it probably too many times.
Not bad.
It's
a go-to.
It's like a standard coffee, kind of like you just go to buy Folgers.
Yeah.
It's like I don't really want anything fancy, or you go get like a Kroger brand, a store brand coffee or something. It's just enough to get you through. It's got the smell, it's got the taste. It's not really bitter. It's not really watered down.
It's just coffee.
For sure. Next we have the Caf Bustelo, which is another espresso. So you can eviscerate me in the comments for putting espresso mixes in here, but...
Which I'm not personally a fan of, so we'll see what we both think of this.
I didn't really smell it. Don't really get much of a smell.
Yeah, same. No, I don't like that at all.
I'm not a big fan of it either. It honestly, it tastes like it didn't all... It tastes like coffee grounds are in it.
Yep.
Okay? And it's not super bitter, but it's just the taste is just not good. It's like really cheap coffee.
Mm-hmm. I think we know what's going to be on the very bottom.
Yeah. Nescafe Taster's Choice.
Best smelling one, at least before we added the water.
No, this smells like going into like an actual coffee store and you smell the beans. It does smell like that.
That would wake you up.
Yeah, for sure.
And that would also wake you up.
Yep. I think that one's
bitter, but very good.
Yeah, that one's a pretty good one. With that one, I think I'd be okay with drinking black, but I think it would be really good with a little cream and sugar.
Sure. I'm not much of a sugar person in my coffee, but I can see adding a little creamer for that.
All right, finally in the massive cup, we have the Folgers Classic Roast. Well, I was just talking about Folgers. I was giving them crap. A little bit of a smell coming off of it, not much.
Well, I drink Folgers every day, so...
It's the best part of waking up.
Yeah, not much of a smell either, in my opinion. It's not like your canned Folgers, I'll tell you that
It's
much.
not. It's not. It's a little bit of a weak flavor.
Yeah. Well, we did add quite a bit of water to that one, so I'm gonna say that's another one we might have to.
Yeah. Well, there was a lot more crystallage in there than the others,
For sure.
and but anyway, it's kind of, again, just like the standard coffee. You go. I mean, everybody can kind of understand getting Folgers, I think.
Yeah.
So okay, there you go. So we have 10. What would you say is your? Let's go top 3, and then maybe
The worst.
The worst. We won't rank them up to 10, but what are your top 3?
Nescafe is definitely my first pick.
Okay.
Surprised also. I figured that would be the most generic. Very happy with it though.
Yeah.
Good smell. After that, I'm a little biased and we have to go with Canadian Ration.
The Espresso Roast, yeah.
Roast,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That is my go-to every time we go camping.
Yeah.
I'll take it over Type 3 any day, and that's
Sure.
usually the option. So, for third, honestly, a lot of them didn't stand out to me, so that's kind of difficult.
Okay. Well, it's okay. I mean, you don't necessarily have to have a third.
I would say it'd probably be Type 3, honestly.
Okay, Type 3.
Yeah. Just because I'm so used to it every time we go camping, we have
sure.
Type 3. It's, it's not bitter. It does the job. Doesn't really have a good smell to it, but you don't need it necessarily.
Yeah. All right, so what's the worst?
I'm going to have to go with the Deep and Rich, I think.
The Deep and Rich?
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's valid. For me, this is actually kind of hard because I did like a couple of these. So the Nescafe is certainly very good. So I'll put it up there. The SRD, I was actually pretty impressed with. I thought that one had a lot of body, so I would give that a check mark. I think that the Canadian Espresso is also really good, so I'll give that there. But I think if and I'm going to stretch this because it's my channel, I can do whatever I want. I make the rules, but I'd probably say like a fourth would be an even tie between Type 3 and then probably like I want to say the Rombouts.
Really?
Yeah, I would probably also put that up there too because I actually, when I drank that, I thought of like a chocolate bar. That's kind of what I thought of.
I didn't quite get that, but okay.
Like, well, not the taste, but it just kind of reminded me of like a bitter, sort of like a bitter chocolate bar, and sometimes I like that. So that'd be mine. Now on the bottom, obviously Deep and Rich is on there because it basically tasted like garbage today. But I also have to give an honorable mention to the Caf Bustelo because I hate pulp in my orange juice. I hate any sort of floaties and anything. And that just tasted like coffee grounds, and that's weird because it's instant. It should dissolve. And we put in hot water, and we let it set, and we stirred it and let it set.
Sure. Yeah.
So, and the flavor wasn't very good either.
I might have to do a little quick change and say that the Deep and Rich really didn't get a fair chance just because we got a bad pack.
Yeah,
I really think we do, so I would probably give it to Bustelo.
Yeah, I didn't want to eviscerate the Deep and Rich, but
I would try it again.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad thing. So yeah, folks, hopefully that was informative and/or enjoyable to you, watching us try very hard to not drink from the same side of the cup. Anyway, definitely appreciate all of you guys. Thank you for all the comments and the likes that you put in the videos every week. Thank you to all the current subscribers, and if you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you do. New videos are out every week, and we'll be mixing it up, and he's going to be on a little bit here and there with a few things once we get out on the trail. So, yeah, folks, hopefully you enjoyed, and thank you. Have a great rest of your week.
See you guys.